today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1, taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. That escapes the sack. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and this is recovered by the Cardinals. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10 and won with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami. Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and goal, Murray flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. from the gun. It's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is straight. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season. 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Murray eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Murray from midfield. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you get to the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. That's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He finds Taylor, complete. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is born. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Garoppolo on 1st down. And incomplete, as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Russell Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy, check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. On 2nd and 7, Murray got his man. It's Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And he slings one that's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo looking sideline, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Charlie Warner.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Drake. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo and the Niners now, trailing 17-10, a minute 14 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Like 80.
Back to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Pushing his way through. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they are...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now it's the Niners' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Pettis once again the target, and that takes us from second to third down. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cards, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.